Our next guest is joining the exhibitors for the upcoming Fort Worth Main Street Arts Festival. She's a pro at finding the beautiful in any situation. Please welcome photographer Kristen Kirkley. And I love the beauty that you find in West Texas with these photographs.
Oh, thank you.
Are you specifically shooting in Marfa?
Well, I'm actually from West Texas and grew up, was born and raised in El Paso, and just kind of find my inspiration out there. I always really dreamed of living somewhere greener, and so I found myself in Fort Worth. And then after living here for 8 years, it kind of made me think that I wanted to kind of go back to West Texas and kind of explore those landscapes. And I just really can see the beauty now.
The beauty and the solitude and the simplicity is what really strikes me when I go there. I mean, if you're in Marfa and you're going to Fort Davis, you're lucky if you pass one car going in that 22-mile distance. It's a remote, beautiful area, and I want to talk about these photographs.
Okay.
Let me ask you something, Kristen. When you take a photograph like this, do you set the photograph, or did you just stumble on this?
I usually kind of wait for the right light, for the right time. It's a lot of waiting, and so I usually, none of my photographs are staged. It's kind of just finding the right moment.
You find the right moment, and like the chicken, the rooster, which is right here. Were you there when that rooster just happened to stop at that moment?
I think just kind of wandering around early in the morning, you kind of just stumble on to just happenstance kind of situations, and I just turned around and there was a chicken just kind of perched there right in front of the door with bottles, and
just happenstance. And aren't you glad you were there at that
yes,
moment? Show me that one over there, because I love the colors in West Texas. The old painted furniture and the beauty of this, I think, is so simple. Tell me where this is. Is this an old store?
Well, this is actually outside of a street called El Paso Street in Marfa.
Yes.
And it was just kind of a little scene that was kind of set up outside of the street, and I just thought it was just really kind of just a peaceful place where I would just like to sit down and kind of look and see. But it just really, I thought it was a neat kind of
It's beautiful.
arranged
I
scene.
know the one that gets all of our attention is this amazing shoe display by Prada out in the middle of nowhere. Is this great? And is this on the road out of Marfa to where?
To Valentine, on the way to El Paso. And it's actually, I feel like it's kind of become a landmark of West Texas. People travel just to kind of see it, and I think it looks really awesome just as the sun is coming up or as the sun is going down, when you kind of get that glowing light from the building. But it's really fun to photograph, and it's just really a surreal kind of object when you're driving for miles and miles. You don't see a car or anything, and then all of a sudden you just see this Prada facade out in the middle of nowhere.
Amazing. It is amazing, and I love the creativity of the people that came up with it.
Yes.
I mean, I'm wondering why it's not broken into and the shoes are stolen.
You know, they actually, when they first put it out there, I think it was maybe about a month or two after they had set up the installation, it actually was broken into, and so they took out, there used to be a pair of shoes, and now there's only right shoes in there.
You know what would be funny is if there were a Mexican guard sitting out there, a bandolito with the ammunition across the chest and the big hat. All of these are going to be for sale, I presume, at the exhibit?
Yes, ma'am. They'll all be for sale, with a lot of other pictures that I've taken in Marfa and West Texas, and kind of all around Texas.
Do you have a specific booth number yet, or do you know?
Yes, I will be at booth 363, right in between the Ranch radio station and Razoo's.
Oh, that's great. I look forward to being there and seeing your work. We love it, and
well, thank you.
I love this one. I just love everything you do, because I love the subject of solitude and the simplicity of the past and the simplicity of the broken. So thank you so much for coming in here.
Thank you so much for having me.
The Fort Worth Main Street Arts Festival kicks off on April the 18th in downtown Fort Worth. For ticket information and a festival guide, go to mainstreetartsfest.org. And for more about Kristen, you can check her out online at kristenkirkley.com.